Hey, come on in and let's create something really cute. I'm Summer from Hammond's Nest. If you've never joined me before, I'm so happy to have you. I'm coming live at you from my studio in North Louisiana, inside my home. That's where I craft and do all the fun things. I just wanted to spend some time with y'all today and do a simple napkin decoupage craft. So it's not a lot of intricate details. We're going to keep it pretty simple today. But let me make sure I'm live in the right place. That's always a good thing to check. If you were catching this replay later on YouTube and I happen to use any autoresponder words, they will not work on YouTube. Just check the YouTube description. But if you see that red live button right there, you're watching live and I'm so happy you're here. Hey, Linda. Hey, Julie. So, I'm going to remind later in the video, I'm going to be live again tonight at 8 o'clock. I don't normally advertise ahead of time, like the times that I'm going to be live, but I have a special guest joining me on screen, Miss Sandy over at the Whimsy Barn. And I'm scared I'm going to call her Wendy because I think about Whimsy and Wendy. And but Miss Sandy, she is the sweetheart. She is a fun vintage heart, and we've collaborated on a little box that she's doing. So I wanted to bring her on so y'all could meet her, because if you love vintage, you'll love watching her. So join me again tonight at 8 o'clock. But we're not going to be crafting. We're going to be opening. Look, I have this and I still have not peeked. She sent me a mystery box, which is part of what she does. You fill out, saying this is Sandy over the Whimsy Barn. You fill out what your vintage style is, and she sends you, I've not looked at everything in here, she sends you a curated, like lovingly curated box that she handpicks from her vintage stash to your vintage style. And so tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be opening this. It's got all kinds of things in here. They're all individually wrapped, and I'm going to open those live with Miss Sandy tonight, so I hope you can join me back. But today, this is what we're working with. A little block, a little scrap block. One of those pieces that you chop off the end of a project and you say, is it going in the burn pile or going in the craft stash? And, well, I have a hard time throwing away wood, so it's going in the craft stash. I have a cute little napkin print that I'll be using. Look how adorable this is. I got this at TJ Maxx. When you open it up, it's a little cocktail-sized napkin. When you open it up, you have a couple different bunny designs. They're the same one, but they're, done twice. So we're going to use one napkin. We're going to do the quick front and back. But I have some napkins to share. So I haven't done this in a little while, but from some of the sprinklers of today's video, if you let me know you sprinkled, here I am. Okay. Then I am going to pick several names to send out some happy mail with these napkins, and maybe a few bonus ones from some other designs thrown in there. Okay, let me see. Oh, there I am. Okay, finally. I was like, make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, there we go. Hey, Marianne. I'm so glad you caught me live too, Dottie. Awesome. Roxy was just watching the replay in our private group. I was there live there earlier today. Hey, Jolene, how are you? Oh, you'd have to send those stars. You're so sweet, though. Hey, Sue, I'm doing great. So that's what I'm going to do. If you sprinkled and let me know you sprinkled, I'm going to pick several names throughout the live today while we're spending time together and do that for extra fun, because I have plenty of napkins to share along with some other designs. You can just get like a little mystery happy mail napkin. It helps to let some more people join us while we're live today. So that's only when I'm live am I going to be giving any napkins away. So just know that if you're catching on the replay, I'm sorry. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and set these extra ones to the side. I'm going to pull this block out and let's see what we're going to do to it. Because we're decoupaging a napkin, we want to go ahead and have a little bit of paint down. Hey, Jerry, it is a cute napkin. It's a real cute napkin. I'm just going to squeeze this. I'm being so proper today. Look, I'm just going to squeeze this right on top. I'm going to waste a plate. And I need to get it all over. Now, I'm a little undecided on how we're going to slightly embellish this. Hey, Sheila, thank you for sprinkling. Sheila, I'm going to write your name down first because that's just who I saw. If I pick your name and I say your name while I'm live, just text me if you're on my text list at 318-414-8279. That's that number right there. You can text me, or you can just email me at hammondsnest@gmail.com for me to be able to not miss it. I get inundated with messages on my Facebook. I try not to send people there. I do get to them and I do respond to them, but they get sometimes buried. So that's the best way to get it to me. So congratulations, Sheila. I'll pick some more names here in a little bit because I've got napkins to share. So we're going to get a good little coat of this plaster color. I'm using the Plaster by Waverly. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Fluff the Nest. That's cute, Marianne. That's real cute. So we're just going to get a little coat on there. That way our design pops. I'm just going to get paint on my hands today. That's the fun part about it. If y'all see a Rusty with a little cone on his head, you want to come say hi? He had a little procedure done. Rusty, come here. And he's knocking it into everything, y'all. Oh, look, he came. Oh, he smells the paint. Look at his poor. Don't they just look pitiful with that little cone on their head? He's doing pretty good, though. But he keeps knocking it into everything. I can't help but laugh at him a little bit when he's rushing me too, like, because he always walks really, really, really close to me. Like, he's always got to be touching me. Y'all hear him in there knocking around? He just got it yesterday, so the procedure. And so he has quite gotten used to having that. Okay, so I didn't think about this little mark on the back here. Let me see if I can sand some of this off real quick. But he's being a trooper. He is. But he just keeps knocking it on everything. Oh, there's no sanding paper on here. He keeps knocking it on everything, y'all. So we just hear like... But he's ramming the back of my legs with that plastic cone. Because he walks so close to me. Like, that's how close he is. So whatever little piece of cone sticks out past his head. Yeah, the cone of shame. Whatever. But he didn't do anything to deserve it. Except some glands that don't smell very good. And if you know, you know. We had them removed. But there are, there's a little bitty space between where his head ends and the cone begins. And that's normally how close he walks to me. So his cone keeps bumping me when I'm walking through the house. So, I have never used the Crackle Mod Podge. The reviews I read on it were not the best. Look, I'm covering this up with paint, but sometimes these little marks on lumber can bleed through your paint. So that's why I'm trying to get some of it off. We'll see. So let's get this on here. But this one looks like it had something drilled into it. So it's definitely a scrap. But we'll make it double-sided because you just never know where you're going to use little pieces like this. Hey, Pamela, I'm glad you got the message. Yeah, I always send the text just a few minutes before I hop on. And sometimes it takes a little while because it delivers them in little groups. So I'm glad you found me. Hey, Alicia. Oh my gosh, cats. They go backwards. They probably don't want to walk towards it. I mean, you're right. No telling. So let's get this dry real quick and I'll look at some comments. I'll pick another sprinkler for some napkin, mystery napkin Happy Meal. Well, it won't be such a mystery. You will get some of these napkins that we're using on this little block right now. Hey, over in Texas, my state neighbor. I'm in Louisiana. Oh yeah, Linda, sometimes it takes, there's certain groups that, when they're sending out the chunks of text that might get it after I've already started. So I'm sorry. Yeah, Shelly, if you catch me tonight at 8 p.m., I'll be live with Miss Sandy here on my page. Miss Sandy over at the Whimsy Barn, and we're doing a mystery box opening with vintage. So if you love vintage, if you're a vintage lover, then you would love that. Sandra asked, why would I have those glands removed? Because they were really backed up all the time. They were causing a lot of issues. And when they got in there, they said they were really oversized for him. So they said he didn't need them and they would take them out. Let's see. Oh no, Karen. So maybe that might prevent us from having any type of cancer situation because they were like oversized and he was like, I'm not surprised y'all were having issues. Yes, exactly. Mary Elizabeth, the cone of shame is usually when dogs are doing something they shouldn't, but I feel bad because he didn't do anything, you know. Summer, I went to Goodwill yesterday and bought 2 baskets. I could have bought a few more. Oh, yeah, and I told y'all I was going to show y'all this thing live. So I showed y'all my vintage haul from yesterday, and this was my thrift store score. And look, somebody was painting something on the back. Maybe some chickens, roosters. But I'm going to probably repaint it anyway. And so it holds my 2-ounce craft paint bottles. It came with a free dirt dauber's nest too. Look at there. Came with a free dirt driver's nuts. But look, and even I can tilt it forward and they don't fall out. Isn't that cool? So you could, obviously would have it up like this. I paid $4.75 for this, and it holds 50 2-ounce bottles. That is the fun part about going thrifting, is because you never know what you're going to find. Just never know. Okay, while this is still kind of damp, I'm going to go ahead and put on some Mod Podge. Let me pick another sprinkler. Sprinkler. Jennifer Ruckman. Are you still watching, Jennifer? I'm going to jot your name down. You can email me at hammondsnest@gmail.com, or you can text me at that number back there, 318-414-8279. Send me your address, Jennifer Ruckman. All right. This just makes it more fun. I love sending out happy mail. Okay. And now we're going to put some Mod Podge on there. It is. I mean, it could be a spice rack. I didn't try it with spices in it because I knew I was going to put it in my studio. I love really unique storage. In my studio, I have a lot of really unique storage pieces because of my style. So I use a lot of vintage baskets, and I repurpose vintage things to organize in. And this, just because it's handmade looking, I love that. I love that. I'm putting on, I don't even need Mod Podge on the top. I don't know why I just did that. I don't need that on the top. I'm putting Mod Podge on each side, and I'm going to let it dry because we're going to do the iron-on decoupage method. Let me get a good coat on there. I hope y'all are having a fabulous is a great word for Friday. Fabulous Friday. And just as a reminder, I'll be live again tonight. Oh, Barb, I'll be live again tonight at 8 p.m. I'm trying to say that in the middle while y'all are watching. Barb Hebert, you already read my mind. So yesterday, Mr. Stephen Wade, the guy who builds some of my wood stuff, like my glue gun stand and all my ribbon storage, and what else do we have around here lately? Oh, my iPad stand is sitting on a wood stand. Y'all can see like where I watch and talk. iPad stand, custom iPad stand, and my bow maker and all that kind of stuff. I sent him a picture and I said, how hard is this to make, you think, and would it be expensive to ship? Because I think a lot of my ladies would really like this. And so we'll see what he said. And he doesn't think it'll be too hard, but we'll see. My ribbon holder, I have a lot of different ribbon holders over there. I've shared different pictures and stuff of them, but I don't know if you'll be able to kind of see. Let's see the other way. Will you be able to kind of see my ribbon door over there? You see, that's custom. And if you walk in this little room that I've created, there's more ribbon storage behind all this, like little things that he's built. He's built all kinds of stuff for me in the past, especially when I used to have a store and a DIY studio where people came to do like craft parties and stuff. He built me all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But anyway, that one's made from an old door, and it stands and it has feet on it, and he put the dowels on it, and that's the big one. And then I have like little ribbon boxes and things like that he's made. So, but some of that big stuff is custom stuff that we just kind of share pictures and show y'all so that you can maybe get local woodworkers that are around you to make them, because those are obviously, you can't ship a giant door like that. It would be way expensive. So, but it's good inspiration, right? Yeah, and I have a ribbon ladder too. You know, it's not in view anymore because I changed some stuff around in my studio, but this is my ribbon ladder. This is a chunk of an old attic ladder from this house, and I sent it to him and asked him to put dowels in it and everything to hold my ribbons. So I have the ribbon door, ribbon ladder, and I have ribbon boxes. I don't use as much ribbon in my crafting as I used to, but those were all set up to really help me see what I had, so I wouldn't keep buying more. So I thought y'all would find this interesting. You can let me know while we're live here. We're about to decoupage. Would y'all find it interesting for me to do a series on my organization in my studio? Now, it's not perfect. But I'm getting ready to purge and move some things around, and I thought it would be a great time to show y'all some of the unique storage things that I use. If y'all be interested in that, if I get a lot of feedback about that. I just posted my over-the-door shoe hanger that has all my florals. It's hanging on one of my doors. Yes, they are. Those are old catalog boxes, not mailboxes, but catalog from a library. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a series and either share blog post, or I'd figure out how to get y'all the information. But if y'all would be interested in organizing type stuff, I would love to kind of almost tour my studio. I've shown little pieces of it, but since I'm in the middle of cleaning and purging it, after I get everything set back up, then I could show y'all some of the unique. Now, I use a lot of different stuff. I don't use a lot of plastic bins and stuff like that because of my style. So I use a lot of vintage furniture to organize, and I use baskets, warm, cozy type stuff. So if that's your vibe, I think that you would love that. So, hey, Tiana, how are you? Okay, I think we're dry enough. So we've got this Mod Podge on both sides. Okay, so y'all are loving that idea. Good. I love a good organized space, y'all. I'm a weird creative that prefers to have everything out so I can see it, but that does not mean that I do not get messes. I absolutely do. But, yes. And then I put out, I'm looking at just different ways and fun ways to serve y'all, you know, like our love for creativity. I put a filler out about, maybe sharing some tips on how to host a craft party in your area. Whether it be for nonprofit or fundraiser, or whether, you know, for your church or for profit, if you're trying to make money, you know. So I'm thinking about some different ways to help you, if you wanted to do that too. So I'm working on all that stuff, that material to help y'all. So I'm not sure I'm going to use those. I'm not sure why I opened them. It's probably because I'm talking and doing all the things. I meant to grab my napkin, but I grabbed the cat feet instead. Okay. All right. So the craft tutorials won't stop. I love those. But I was just looking for some more subjects to discuss with y'all, because I think we've all done a lot and have a lot of experience in different things, and it's fun to share our knowledge. So, absolutely, Linda. So that has happened a lot. Like, I have shared pictures just for inspiration of my ribbon storage, and other people's husbands and woodworkers and all that have remade them. This is a 3-ply napkin, so I'm using a little piece of Scotch tape on the corner to separate the plies because I only want the 1 ply. Okay, so there's that. And we are going to do a little heat. What do you need tips on? Kathy says, I need tips on how I can organize my crafts. Right now, nothing I have tried is really working for me. I feel like we could have a whole bunch of segments on organization. We really could. Okay, so I'm going to lay this napkin down where it's kind of got a grayish tone to it a little bit, but I think it's going to work perfect with this background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down where I want it, and I'm going to set this Teflon sheet over the top of it, okay? And I got a dry iron, and all we're doing, I got to make sure I don't shift my napkin. All we're doing is reactivating that, let me go ahead and cut this. Reactivating, see, here's an organizational tip. This is an old mug stand that I'm using for scissors. And it's working out really great. It's easy to grab them off there. Little scissors go down here. They're tiny ones, and I shared that recently. And I love having that by. Okay, so let me get this cut out. It's just going to be easier to work with if I chop this up. Okay. We're going to sand off the excess, so we're not worried about it. And everybody's got different space. That's the thing. I have a large studio, okay? I do this for a job, so I have a big space. So, different things are going to speak to you. Different ideas. All right. Let's hold this hot iron over here. It's going to get that napkin Oh, let's see what they're chatting about. I love when y'all chat with each other in the feed. Debbie Donahue, me too. I've recently discovered unwrapped ribbons in a tote that was not see-through and not labeled. I was in heaven. Oh my gosh. Then I just got to check it and see if the glue, looks like the glue reactivated pretty quickly. So then let's do, that's good. So now it's stuck on there because we reactivated that glue. Let's grab the other side. That was my first time sharing. I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I need to pick another sharer real quick. Sprinkly, sprinkly, sprinkly. I'm looking for sprinklers. Kathy Davis, how are you, friend? Email me or text me your shipping address. Kathy Davis. She said, in case there's a couple Kathy Davises, she said, shared you to my friends with 3 hearts. And that just makes it more fun. Okay, because I've got napkins to share, you know. All right. Over in my private group, they're actually doing a napkin swap. Like all my Creative Nest sisters, the ladies in that group, they're all sending each other their napkin sharing and napkin swapping. And I think they're having a good time getting that all planned out. Okay, so thank you, Marie and Wanda. Y'all are sweet. So if you missed the first part of this live, I said I'm going to be back live again tonight at 8 p.m. with my friend Sandy from the Whimsy Barn. I have a vintage mystery box she has sent me based on me relaying my vintage style to her. She handpicked some things. So I'm going to open them live with y'all, chat with her about her Whimsy and Wonder box that I collaborated with her on this month. And I just want y'all to meet her because she is a sweet, sweet, sweet person. Okay, we are attached. We are attached. I'm decoupaging. Donna Jinx says, what are you doing exactly? So I had a little wood block. We decoupaged some napkins. Now I'm using a little sander. I'm getting rid of all this excess. Oops, I got rid of a little too much excess right there. Whoops. Oopsie doosies. I scratched the napkin on the decoupage part. That was my mistake. I got a little too rough with it. I bet you I can get it to go back on there. I am going to. I'm going to fix it. I got a little too carried away. I mean, what fun is crafting without a little whoopsies? Okay, there we go. I got the piece. I bet you won't even know when I tell you. I bet you wouldn't even be able to tell. It is a Teflon sheet. It's a heat-resistant Teflon sheet. They use them in, like, heat pressing. You can also use parchment paper. You don't have to have those. Okay. I wonder if I just didn't have enough Mod Podge right there, if that was why. I give it a little rub test. Yeah, no, I didn't have enough Mod Podge on there, I guess. I was like, there's nothing to activate, I guess. Let me just dab a little bit on there. A little fine brush. You can order them on Amazon. There's lots of great ones on Amazon. If you just search heat-resistant Teflon sheets, you will find a good many on there. I think I just didn't have enough Mod Podge right there in that spot. So we're going to put a little distressing stuff on it anyway. So it'll go with the look. I'm not worried about it. I just didn't want a big old chunk missing. Okay. So on the other side, it usually helps with bubbles and wrinkles. I need to put a little bit more heat on this. I just don't think I held the heat long enough. Anyway, it helps with bubbles and wrinkles, gives you a flatter decoupage. And sometimes it's just more convenient when you're working on a flat surface. Is my iron hot? Oh, my iron was cooling off. That might have been why. Anywho, usually cotton or linen. I mean, somewhere medium high is usually pretty good. Oh yeah, that's much better. I guess it was going into cool down phase and I didn't realize it. Therein lies the problem. Okay, I gave it a little bit more for extra measure. So see, when you decoupage with, that kind of has a cool linen look, the gray of the napkin. I'm going to do the other side too, because I think that's what it was, that it was cooled off. Where did I get the yellow thing? Oh, this is called a Gator Zip Sander. It's like squishy foam, and it's got little strips that kind of Velcro on and off. It's pretty cool. One of the best inventions for crafters, I would say. But you can get them on Amazon too. Hey, Marlene, how are you? Thank you, Penny. So far, for Happy Mail, I've chosen Sheila Thompson, Jennifer Ruckman, and Kathy Davis. And I'm going to choose at least one more because I have a lot of these napkins to share. Yeah, I have a bigger one too. A bigger Gator one. This one, you can see where I filled it in. I did get a little looking, but we're gonna, you know, it's all gonna work out. So I'm gonna bring that Gator back in, and I'm going to distress the edges just for a little bit more of that rustic look, because we're gonna come back over it with some more Mod Podge. That's the thing I love about vintage and rustic style is those little imperfections. They're really not that big of a deal usually with that certain style. This is so cute though. These little bunnies, little bunny design. So we're just roughing up the edges just a little bit. Some of the napkin will probably tear, but you kind of want that because you're going to put some distressing stuff around the edges anyway, and you want some of that wood to be exposed. If you like this style anyway. Okay. So I've got that tattered look going on now around the edge a little bit more. And now we're just going to put some Mod Podge to seal real quick, and then we'll put some antiquing wax over it. The reason I'm doing the Mod Podge first is because I want to protect my bunny art so that it doesn't get too dark. And I don't mind wrinkles, y'all. I know everybody's asking for, I mean, you get wrinkles sometimes. You just do. It doesn't bother me. It goes with my style. So. It's like when I'm putting on some of this Mod Podge on top, it is wrinkling a little bit. This napkin is very thin. It's giving me, it's trying to give me issues, but I'll be gentle with it. Set it down. Something so simple and little trying to give me trouble. Let's get this on there. And sometimes it can be about how much decoupage glue you put on too. I probably should have used like a foam brush or something. This little napkin is like super thin, the 1-ply. But we're gonna make it work. Now we just got to get it dry. So let's get it dry. You're funny, Patty. She said, I won't be stingy. I'll just take half of what you're sending out. You're hilarious. Okay, my dryer. My dryer says. Oops. I'm just trying to destroy our simple little bunny block here. Now, usually you don't get wrinkles when you do the iron on, but because this napkin was so thin, it kind of did like a little shrink thing when it got wet. But hey, I really like this look, so it doesn't bother me. Usually the iron on method really will help you when you're decoupaging thicker materials. And also this wood has a lot of ridges and rough stuff going on in it anyway, so a lot of different things can affect that. It is hard watching you and playing with my dog. Oh. Tell your puppy hello. Hey, Rebecca. I'm glad you like all the instructions. I'm trying to get our decoupage nice and dry because I want to do at least, I say some distressing. I'm going to do some distressing ink just around the edges because I love the color of the napkin. It looks like kind of like a gray linen. But I need my decoupage to be dry before I rub those distressing inks along the edge. I told you this was so simple. That's all we're really going to do unless y'all think I have one little idea with a little cat feet. If y'all think it would be cute. We definitely got some fun wrinkles, but hey, they're character. Wrinkles are character, right? On us and on our crafts. So this is already really good and dry, I think. I mean, not super, super dry, but dry enough to mess with. Let's go. Winchester is a hound dog and German Shepherd. Oh, so showing you this side, you can see some of my wrinkles when I added the moisture, but it kind of looks like crackle, y'all. It looks like crackled linen, like crackled wood linen. So, fun stuff. Let's take some black. This is just black ink. This is called the Black Soot Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. Yeah, if I have a little block like this and it doesn't take much effort, Roxy, I love just throwing something else on the back. So we're just going to add a little bit of character around the edges with the black first. We're going to layer. We're going to take some, at least I say that. I mean, I may like it with just the black. This is just so cute. Just an easy way to use up scrap wood. Blocks are so cute to sit around. See how much different? I'm going to show you what the side with and without the distressing ink looks like. So with the distressing ink around the edges and without. So both are really cute and you can go as heavy as you're liking with this stuff. And it's almost kind of like a reverse way of if your wood was maybe stained underneath and you decoupaged it. It's cute. I don't think it really needs the brown. I kind of like it plain like this. Let me see. So my other idea was, I think it'd be cute. I'm not going to add it, but this reminds me a lot of my little photo blocks. I don't think I'm going to add this, but if you add like a little decorative element of some sort on the top would be really cute. But here's another idea. Let me see what this looks like. If you take something and wrap around the edge too, the outside part, this is ripped Osnaburg. I don't think that really matches. I mean, I don't really like, it's too off-white. But there are lots of ideas that you could do. Oh, here's some burlap trim too. So you could, if you wanted to, you know, add some decorative element like that. I actually kind of like that. I'm going to do that. And just wrap that on around. So let's do that instead. And let's bring it down and let's, yeah, you can use watercolor pencils. I don't work a lot at all. I don't even think I own any of those, but I've seen people use them. Put a little bit of glue down. And then I just had several little embellishments over here. I was like, we could do this. Only thing about this burlap is it's like a fringe, so you can see through. So I have to be careful about where all I glue. Yeah, a little bow on top would be really cute. Like a little ripped fabric bow. I thought about that's why I had the fabric over here because I was like, I don't know. Let's just see what this, just kind of keep it simple and do this little burlap on top and see. I still need to pick one more person. That's a sprinkler. Yeah, metal ribbon, you sure could. Just probably not on the bottom so that it can still stand up. And this would be great like on a little tiered tray or something. So don't throw away this. Don't throw away those scrap pieces of wood. They're too amazing. You sure do. So they have these, a 3-pack at Dollar Tree for $1.25. Hey, Diane. I just appreciate you so much for always hanging out. Hey, Michelle's in the house. Michelle's Farmhouse Flips. Okay, so now I'm just being very minimal with my glue because I'm trying to keep it like really low visibility. And I'm pulling it really taut while I'm doing it. And I think if it was bigger, I would probably do like a bow on top and stuff. But since it's so little, I feel like it'll be easier to just throw on like a little tray gathering or something without it having like a ton of embellishments. But so many cute ideas. I was even thinking some little greenery or florals on top would be really cute. Let's put a little bit more glue right here and we'll be finished with this, I think. Hopefully I didn't overlap it too bad where it won't stand up. Oh no, it's perfect. It's perfection. I love it. So see, like I have this greenery. I was, you know, even like a simple greenery or something would be really cute. Put on top just for like a little extra embellishment. I think it's really cute. But I like it simplified like this too. Let me pick a sprinkler. Let me pick a sprinkler. Barb Hebert. Barb, are you still watching? I'm jotting your name down. And I need you to email me at hammondsnest@gmail.com, or you can text me at that number 318-414-8279 up there. And you can text me your mailing address. So let's get a close-up look at how cute this is. So see the distress ink, and a cute little, just little shelf sitter. I mean, it couldn't be simpler, right? Really, really cute. And like I said, I do think like gluing some little greenery or something would be a cute touch, or like a little, I just thought this was a little too off-white. I don't know, maybe it would look good. It probably would look fine. It's my favorite Osnaburg. I'll use it on everything. But there's lots of little things you can do, and then like the little cap would have been cute. So many things, so many things. So I had several things to show y'all because sometimes I don't end up doing them, but I like showing you the possibilities. This, oh yeah, let me show you this before you jump off here. This is the Robert Stanley collection, 1.5 inch by 30 feet. I always buy it on sale though. There we go. There's a SKU number right there. So I usually pay like $4.50 for this big old roll, and it's really pretty in bows too. So Hobby Lobby, Robert Stanley collection, win the ribbon on sale. And y'all haven't been in Hobby Lobby in a few weeks, which is weird. And so I don't know what's on sale this week, so I can't tell you. I feel like I hadn't done my research. But as a reminder, so this is just a cute little sitter. I think it's adorable. I think it's cute as it could be. As a reminder, join me live again tonight at 8 p.m. I have this mystery box that is filled with vintage goodness that is all wrapped up. And I know that it was wrapped up for me because every little thing in here says to summer. Look, to summer from Whimsy. Yeah, from Whimsy Barn. So this is my friend Sandy at Whimsy Barn. And we collaborated on her Whimsy and Wonder box, which is what she calls an almost subscription box because it's just a custom box. It's not a subscription box. But anyway, I'm going to introduce y'all to her tonight at 8 o'clock. And we're going to have a conversation and pull out a mystery box that she has handpicked for me based on my vintage style. And we'll see how good, good she got it, because she does personalized curated boxes, which is pretty cool. So she gives you like a style quiz on your vintage style. I just think it's so neat. She's just a really, really lovely person, and I wanted y'all to meet her. Oh, good, Jennifer. She said florals and ribbons are 40% off this week. Okay, so as a reminder, Sheila Thompson, Jennifer Ruckman, Kathy Davis, and Barb Hebert, don't forget to text or email me at hammondsnest@gmail.com your address. Where did I purchase these little blocks of wood? Are just scrap lumber. So like this is a 2x4. I didn't even tell y'all how big this was. This is a 2x4. And it's cut 5 inches long. So a 2x4 is actually 1.5 or 1.25 by 3.5. So a little 2x4. Yeah, that's all it is. Cut 5 inches long. And I don't sell anything. I just give things away, Patty. But these were at TJ Maxx. I don't have any type of commerce like that where I sell physical things, so I'm sorry. Only $2.99 for this whole package, but I got some of these that I'll share to the people who won, and then I've got just a variety of napkins to send too. Nope, that's a rumor. Friend, they bought the Bed Bath & Beyond brand, but did not buy HG. My BFF is a district gym, and that's a scoop from her. Hey, Kimberly, you're just jumping on right at the end. So, all right. So those of you that can join me tonight at 8, I will send out another text reminder. I know I don't normally send 2 texts in a day, but just know you will get that to remind you that I'll be on at 8. And I hope you can join Sandy and I and see some fun vintage stuff. If you have a good vintage heart, I'm telling you, don't want to miss it. And you want to follow her at Whimsy Barn because she's really big on TikTok. That's how she got her start in the social media world. But, and this is her first live. So she's probably a little nervous about it, but she says she's looking forward to it. So, we'll just be having a chat. I kind of probably feel like a little bit of a visual podcast. So we'll be interviewing and talking with her and praying for you, Kimberly, and all the people you've been taking care of. So I know, not going to say your business on here, but I'm thinking about you, keeping in my prayers. So, looking forward to the 8 session too. So I'll let y'all run. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have some good supper. Then grab a snack or something and come hang out with us at 8 for a short little interview with Sandy at the Whimsy Barn and a fun mystery box opening. All right. Well, I'll let y'all go. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.